Welcome to INN CEO Talks. Joining me today is Robert Brown, the President, CEO, and Director of Finlay Minerals, which trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol FYL. Mr. Brown has an impressive career. He is a professional engineer with a degree from Queen's University. His 40 years of experience in the mining industry included 15 years with LAC Minerals Canada, culminating in the position of Vice President Exploration for 12 years with Great Panther Silver, where he oversaw and directed exploration efforts at 3 mine sites and various exploration projects. Mr. Brown also held senior management positions in the junior mining sector, working on projects throughout the Americas, Eastern Europe, and Indonesia. Finlay Minerals, which he's with now, is a Vancouver-based mining company focused on the exploration and development of high-value base and precious metal deposits in northern British Columbia. The management team are proven mine finders and developers. Between them, they hold significant executive-level exploration, development, and operational experience in Canada, the United States, and South and Central America. So Finlay has 3 projects: the Addy property, the Pill property, and the Silver Hope property. Robert, thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much.
Go
ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of excited and interested to know about your Silver Hope project. Can you bring me and viewers up to date about the Silver Hope project, where it is, where you're at, where we're going from here?
Very good. The Silver Hope is in central British Columbia. It's just south of a town called Houston, British Columbia. It's basically in the same rock types as the Golden Triangle further north in BC. And what we've been looking for is copper, silver, and gold on the Silver Hope. Now, what we did over the last number of years, since basically 2019, we basically staked the eastern half of a large intrusive complex. And we've taken the eastern side. The western side is owned by Newmont, and on the Newmont ground was the former Equity Silver mine. Now, the Equity Silver mine produced, in the neighborhood of 140 million ounces of silver equivalent in as silver, gold, and copper. And so that's basically our target. The Equity Silver was an open pit situation, and we have been focused on basically finding deposits both to the south of Equity Silver and now to the east along this intrusive event. So to the south, we're basically looking at an area which we call the Gaul Zone, and we've had 2 drill campaigns, one in 2020, one in 2021, which have been quite successful. And we're basically finding shallow mineralization in basically an open pit configuration. Right now, the zone is 400 meters long, and we think, well, we know it's open-ended to the south, and we're going to be stepping into that area in the spring. Basically do some holes to the south and infield drilling. So we're basically finding what we're looking for. We're basically finding comparable material to what they mined at Equity Silver, and following up basically the Gaul. We're looking at on the east side of the intrusion, which basically, as I mentioned, hosted the Equity Silver. And over the last 2 years, we've completed soil geochemistry, induced polarization geophysics, an airborne magnetic survey. And we've compiled all that data, and we found 2 large multi-element geochem anomalies with associated magnetic and IP anomalies. So we're going to be basically developing trails and drilling those features, one called the Equity East and one called Allin, and we'll be drilling those in the spring as well. So we're quite excited by that. I mean, the key thing is they have the same size potential, as a geophysical and geochemical anomaly as there was at the Equity silver mine. So we think between the Gaul and the work that that's ongoing at the Equity East and Allin, that we can, pull together several interesting ore deposits.
So your objective here in the next few months then is to then prove out this resource that you believe is there with an extended drilling program. Is that correct?
That's correct. On the Gaul Zone, where there's been historic drill holes as well as our own drilling, there is it's a well mineralized system. And what we'll do in 2022 is some infield drilling and expansion drilling to the south. And we'll do some metallurgical work to basically look into recoveries. And if it all works out, we'll put together a mineral resource as well. So that's go ahead.
Yeah. So, well, one of the questions that, viewers are always asking is, do you have the financial resources that you require at this point to be able to move through these next stages of development? Or will you be going back to the market to seek further funding?
No, we funded last year, and we're presently sitting on about $1.8 million. We budgeted, and that will certainly do us for 2022. Plus well into 2023. So,
yeah. So for viewers who are unfamiliar with your company, we also talked about the fact that you had two other projects. One is the Pill. Can you tell us a little bit about that project? What's the state that it's in? And then also take us to your Addy project as well.
Okay, well, both the Pill and the Addy are in the Tootigan area of northern British Columbia, which is basically north of the old Centerra gold operation. And they're both projects which are focused on porphyry copper gold deposits. And we've done work on both of them over the last couple of years, but our focus this year will be on Silver Hope.
Right. And so with Silver Hope, a project that has the potential of that scale, what are your long-term plans? Do you foresee, building out, or are you anticipating that you'll get into a merger or vend into a major?
Well, I think what we'd like to do is build out a mineral resource, and then as we're explorationists, not miners, we would sell the asset.
Yeah.
Or sell the company, depending on how it all came together.
Right. Well, based on your track record, you and your group, your track record, you are mine finders, which is, a very specialized and important component in resource development. It's good experience to be bringing to a project of this nature.
Well, one thing I'd like to say is that John Baraxo, who was one of the co-founders of Finlay, was a co-founder of the Equity silver deposits. That would be back in the late 1960s, 1970s. So he's been intimately involved with a number of deposits, including deposits which have gone into production.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's an important factor when looking at Finlay Minerals, because he knows the area so well.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, he was part of an exploration group that basically took a look at British Columbia from the U.S. border up to Alaska.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for joining me today, and I'm sure that there's a number of viewers who are saying, I hope you come back in a couple months and give us further updates, because it sounds very exciting what you've got underway right now.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to our drill programs coming up and filling you in on further details as well. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.